Hey there, Danny K coming to you from Danny K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip is about kids and working out. Definitely kids should be working out. Definitely kids should be active. They should be outside playing, riding their bikes, whatever it might be. The thing is, it gets a little chaotic, or whatever you want to call it, when they're in school and they're doing weight training. You have to be definitely aware of, the kids, especially boys, when they're, lifting for sports, or weight training in high school, that kind of thing, because they have growth plates, and if you lift too heavy too soon and without, proper knowledge and proper form, you're going to screw up your growth plates, and therefore you're not going to grow as tall as you should, or, certain things aren't going to grow, the way they're supposed to be. So, I always have had, an issue with high school lifting, because the coach wants them to bring it down to their chest and, and lift it up. Well, when you're going down past your chest, like, I can't do like a full straight. Let me do it this way. So, when you're benching and you come down to 90 degrees, your chest and your triceps are working. Other, muscles are engaged as well, assisting. But when you come down and bring that bar past your shoulder, or to your chest, and your elbows go past your shoulders, when you go from here to there, it's wear and tear on the joint, on the shoulder. And, then, kids start having issues, especially young kids when they're, still in that growing stage. So I really can't stand when coaches, have them, bring it down to their chest, their elbows are behind their shoulders, and, it's jeopardizing the shoulder joint itself. So there's so many other different, issues with, lifting, maxing. When a kid is 13, 14, especially a boy, for 13, 14 years old, 12 years old, and you're maxing your weight out, you could end up damaging your joints, your growth plates, etc. I'm not saying don't lift, but you have to lift and be smart about it. And, a lot of times, that's where you kind of get a little, crazy, because there's competition, the boys' competition, the dads. I trained a kid years ago, he was in ninth grade, and I was teaching him proper form. And, then when he went for the football team, coach made him pull it down, to his bar to his chest. That's how they max out. And he ended up getting a shoulder issue. And I knew it was going to happen, so I tried to, do rotator cuff exercises with him as much as possible. But, shit's just going to happen when you do shit wrong, And, just the other night in my gym, there was a guy who was, training his son, and he's like, hey, Dad, can you come over and spot me because I want to max out? And he's like, nope, you're not maxing out. And, and I'm like, I like that. It was a dad, that knew and knows, the danger, to his son, and to the, for those joints and those issues and so forth. So that, I was like, I applaud you for that. That's awesome. There's ways to get your son, your daughter stronger, by definitely lifting their body weight. It's great, if they can, bench press, whatever their max is, whatever it might be. But can they do a pull-up? Can they do some real good push-ups? Can they do, pike pull-ups? I mean, what body weight exercises can they actually do? That's hard, and you get stronger by being able to do those kinds of things versus, lifting. Obviously, when you lift weights and heavier weights, your muscles get stronger and so forth. But being a kid, and you have to worry about the growth plates and the joints, and things aren't, completely formed, especially in young boys. Young girls, like I stopped growing in ninth grade, okay? Some girls continue to grow through high school, but definitely boys can continue to grow up until they're 20, 21, 22 years old. So, it's very important to watch those joints, those growth plates, and, so that we don't damage things as the kids are growing. So please be smart. Parents, be smart about this with the kids. You know, and back in the day when I was training the one teenager, you know, his best friend was, you know, his dad allowed him to do creatine and all this crap, so he was getting strengths upon strengths and gains and all this stuff. And you know, the kid that I was training, I'm like, no, you're not doing that. You're not going to do, you know, the creatine and all those other, you know, supplements that the other boy was, you know, allowed to do. I said, I'm not going to train you if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, then go get that boy's son to train you, or boy's father to train you, because I'm not doing it. You're going to do it naturally, and anything I do, you're not going to, you know, get an injury. And you know, so I have my reputation to uphold, and I can get you gains and strengths, you know, maybe not as fast as he did it, but you know, my kid didn't have as many injuries or imbalances, you know, because then later on you saw him beefing up and his chest was all big, but he was like this. He was kind of slumped because he was doing so much more chest exercises than he was back exercises to keep himself up and tall. So with my kid, I was balancing him out. I was making sure that he was doing, you know, just as much, if not a little bit more, back exercises for his chest, you know, for the front, so that we can, you know, keep things balanced and in check. So it's very, very important. You know, I definitely want the kids to work out. I definitely want the kids to stay active and be active, but please do it correctly. And parents, don't just, you know, shove things down there because you want your kid to, you know, be the next, you know, whatever, Michael Jordan or, you know, Troy Aikman or Flacco or whoever. You know, you have to do things smart for your kid's future as well, and the body part future as well, and the growth as well. So I hope that helps. You know, stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated, do things proper.